CNN's Chris Cuomo had a breakdown on television last night, so much so that he could not even control his own mouth. He uttered a wordy dird during a live news broadcast yesterday.
You tell me how a president in the middle of a pandemic has got time for this bullshit. Are you kidding me?
Now, what would make Chris Cuomo so angry that he would scream BS on live television during his newscast? Could it be that someone else yelled, "Hey, Fredo," to him while he was walking into the studio? Could it be that while he broke quarantine, someone yelled, "Shouldn't you be inside?" and he threatened them with their bike? Is that what? That's typically what sets him off. But no, this time around, he was mad because Donald Trump posed with a can of beans and a couple of other Goya products in the Oval Office. He's got 2 thumbs up, and he's got some Goya products, some chocolate wafers, it looks like, a bag of pinto beans. Oh, the Goya adobo seasoning, which is not only 0 calorie, but also very delicious. And they took this moment to attack Donald Trump on the basis of COVID-19?
Marketing for a brand following calls for boycotts after Goya's CEO heaped praise on Trump last week. On your dime, in the middle of a pandemic, they're selling beans.
They're selling beans. That's the biggest problem that Chris Cuomo has with this. Chris Cuomo has an issue with the fact that Donald Trump is in the Oval Office promoting Goya beans, just sitting there in the middle of a pandemic selling beans.
They're selling beans?
What? He's not mad that because the CEO of Goya Beans heaped praise on the president, millions of Democrats took to Twitter to boycott the company. No, to boycott an American success story. It's the story of an immigrant coming from Spain and building a billion-dollar industry, one of the largest industries, food or otherwise, in the world, which employs thousands and thousands of American workers. And now, when Donald Trump says, hey, you know what we need to do? We need to support Goya. After all, it's under attack. Think about this. Think about this. Goya, a food company that has done nothing but service United States citizens through jobs, through charitable donations. They gave something like 1 million pounds of food to food banks during COVID-19. They donated masks. They donate money to food banks. They work with Hispanic organizations and Latino organizations to help their communities. They are a massive, they have a massive footprint in this country. They pay so many taxes. Goya employs so many people who pay so many taxes. It is a true American success story. It should be lauded. Instead, it's attacked by the left. And when you attack a company the size of Goya, when you boycott them in an organized fashion, you are an enemy of the United States economy. You are an enemy of the entrepreneurship that makes this country great. And Donald Trump has sworn an oath to battle and to protect the United States from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Chris Cuomo, CNN, Twitter, and every ridiculous moron who boycotted Goya because the CEO praised the president at a White House event, every single one of them is a domestic enemy of the United States of America. They are a domestic enemy of the United States of America. They are working in tandem, together as a unit, to destroy an economically viable company, to bankrupt a company that they disagree with, to put how many people out of work? Because when you boycott Goya, when you stop buying those Goya products, you know what happens? They close factories. They close farms. They have to close shipping warehouses. They have to shut down the administrative services. They have to shut down marketing departments and advertising. You're talking about American jobs. You're talking about American tax dollars. A financial attack on Goya is a financial attack on the United States of America. And it's the president's job to battle those attacks. So what does he do? He puts some beans and some chocolate wafers and some Goya stuff on his desk, does 2 thumbs up, snaps a picture, sends it out there and says, I support the American worker. I support immigrant-run businesses. I support anybody who comes from any country to work hard to fight for, follow, and realize their American dream. And in doing so, help thousands of others realize theirs. Not only are we in the middle of this coronavirus pandemic, but we are also in the middle of an economic crisis, an economic shutdown. And when the president steps in to say, hey, we are fighting this boycott of Goya because it is bad for the country at this particular time, CNN, they can't handle it.
You tell me how a president in the middle of a pandemic has got time for this bullshit.
Right, because to Chris Cuomo and to his brother, the governor, and to everybody at CNN and the left-leaning media and everybody on Twitter and all the Democrats, helping a billion-dollar company, keeping them from going bankrupt because some losers are annoyed that the CEO happens to be a Trump fan, is BS. The strength of the United States economy is BS. They don't want a strong economy. They don't want a strong government. They don't want a strong United States of America. Chris Cuomo is mad because the president is fighting back against the enemies of the country that we all love.